Hello to my Knitable.Fun Learn to Knit kit testers. This is Aunt Karen, and you are critically important in the development of this product. Do a good job on this one, and if you'd like, you can be a part of my permanent testing team. Okay, so this is video 1. It's before you begin, and we're going to take a look at what's included in the kit. Okay, so first, looking at the notebook. And inside the notebook are pages that have basic instruction on them. These instructions are not meant for you to learn from. They're to be used as a reference after you watch the video. You can read them before you watch the video and then use them for a reference after you watch the video. But they're not made as complete instructions in and of themselves. And if I'm speaking to a group and you need more sets of instructions, just contact me and I can get you a PDF that you can download and print. Okay, also included in your kit are these bamboo knitting needles. These are called single point, or straight knitting needles. You may have had someone tell you that, oh, size 15, that's really big and awkward. However, I think you'll find that coupled with the yarn that we're going to be using, they are just right. Also included is a tapestry needle. I went out of screen showing you the tapestry needle. So here it is. It has a large eye that you can put yarn through, and it has a blunt point. And we use the tapestry needle to weave in ends and to sew pieces together for certain projects. And finally, there's a skein of this lovely Fabuloop cotton t-shirt yarn. And the company is just quite wonderful. You can see that the t-shirt yarn is nice and stretchy. It's all slightly different because it is made from the salvage ends in factories. This type is. You can also make t-shirt yarn at home from your own t-shirts. It's easy to find videos on Pinterest or the web that show you how to do that. Okay, so that's what's in the kit. And one thing that's very important is to begin with this kit when you're rested. Anything is easier to learn with a fresh mind. Be comfortably seated with good lighting. Hey, you notice my light here. I actually can move that light wherever I am knitting here in my little house because it's critical that you can see what you're doing. Another thing that's critical is to get ready to try, and try again. And to illustrate this, I'm going to show you something that I'm currently working on. This is going to be a cap. Let me see if I'm in the frame. Yeah, I think I am. Okay. And it utilizes a stitch called the brioche stitch, which is rather complicated. I have done it before, but it's been a while, so I was trying to learn to do it again. Well, to get this far, here's the cast on edge. I had to cast on and take it out 5 different times. And then I got a little bit further, and I had to do what you call frog it, which is just unraveling it and starting over. And I did that again. Well, last night I'm just going to town on this, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got it. And I found a mistake over here at the beginning. And I've gotten pretty good at unknitting back to a mistake and fixing it. But let me tell you something, this is beyond my current skill level. So tonight, when I sit down to knit again, I am going to frog it once more. Even though that is very painful sometimes to lose all this nice work. I'm so pleased with how it's looking. But even though I'm pleased with the rest of it, I'm going to frog it and start again because I'm learning. Now, at the same time, you don't want to be a perfectionist all the time. The mistake that I was trying to undo, I probably should have just left it alone. It wasn't that big a deal. But as you notice, this fabric is reversible, and the mistake was on this side, and I just, well, it was worth it to me. I'm going to frog it and start over. And this is very critical in your knitting journey. You need to be willing to rip it out and start over. Every time you do that, you will learn. It will be worth it, I promise, even though it's terribly painful to do. Another word about starting over though. When you get really frustrated, stop. Put it down. Go do something else. I promise you that's the best course of action. Once you get frustrated, it's very difficult to make it do what you want it to do. So just try again another time, later in the day or the next day when you're rested, and take another go at it. If you don't give up, I promise you, you'll learn how to knit.